In this clip, the students at the end of the course settle the case. Many litigations, of course, end in settlement, and so I want our students to be thinking about the settlement throughout the course as they litigate the case and learn each stage of the discovery phase what they need to learn to prepare for settlement or trial. We end with settlement, and the students actually prepare a settlement agreement after the settlement meetings that you're about to see some clips from, and that is the end of the course.
So I started with a number. What do you think a fair number is?
Basically, the numbers that were provided in that complaint, as far as compensatory damages and lost wages, I think are more accurate.
What was the proportion? You said 1.7 million total.
In the first complaint, it's on page 111 in the appendix, they have damages of lost wages as 225 and 500 in compensatory damages. Obviously, again, we don't have the hospital bill information.
Yeah, I can't imagine what that 500,000 of compensatory is based on.
But I know from my experience with hospital bills, 40,000 for a 3-day stay with a massive heart attack is absurdly low.
Okay, well, what do you think that should be?
Probably more around 300.
So I know in the complaint you guys filed $1 million for punitives, and I'm having a hard time seeing how you would be able to prove that this was willful and wanton conduct on behalf of GSK, seeing as though the plaintiff knowingly took the drug and off-label uses, and even having that knowledge, he never checked in with his prescribing physician, Dr. Jackson. Dr. Jackson never required him to come into the office for medical checkups. I think it was almost 6 months since he started off-label use of the drug to when he had the heart attack, and during that entire time, there was never any type of medical evaluation, checkup, anything like that.
Probably the basis of our claim will not be negligence, but rather strict product liability. And under strict product liability, we do feel like this tactic that was used with the off-brand labeling tends to show that somebody like my client would be in a situation where he was targeted to use this drug.
As far as I'm aware, the FDA rejected the fast track development program, and they had serious doubts about the fact that there were no issues in the animal testing phase, and that in the human testing phase, only 5 heart attacks were reported when in fact there were 40.
Okay, but then the FDA approved it, correct?
Yes, they approved the NDA.
Okay.
I guess my main serious issue is why this was never included in any of the medication warnings.
Why this wasn't included? Because the FDA doesn't require that.
So you're telling me that 40 people have heart attacks from using the medication and the FDA doesn't require that you report that?
No, I'm just saying the FDA doesn't require the reporting of, all these minority incidents. Okay, if the FDA set other standards, GSK would have to abide by them.
Let's see, settled. The terms settled. The other one's going to be money. So I've said start out 1.725 million. You said 20,000.
40.
Oh, was it 40?
Yeah.
40,000. I came down to 1 million. You said 80,000. There's obviously a huge disparity here with what I'm willing to adjust here. And I'm going from 725,000 to 1 million, and you're staying below 100,000. I mean, my client's life is ruined.
Your client's 29 years old.
And it's ruined. His life is ruined.
His snowboarding career
You
is
can't
ruined.
do
Okay, if I knock off 225 of that punitive, I mean, I still have a little something I might want to debate about it. That's
For punitive or for what? What do you mean debate?
Well, first of all, the lost wages.
Well, what I'm saying though is,
So, okay, I'm willing whatever, I think we need to take off more lost wages. And whatever we come up with punitive, we can throw 225 and just say it is lost
Okay.
wages.
well, I completely, this is your number.
Yes.
So we're not going below that. There's
Okay.
no possible way. All I'm saying is we're gonna actually take off 225.
Mm-hmm.
So this is another thing that you're actually completely getting. This
Mhm.
is something you win. All I'm saying is that we would reduce that and say it's up here,
So
but
your
this
plan is
number's
going-
staying.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not much debate there because I'm giving you what you want there.
Mm-hmm.